What we're going to go over is how do you win in any given market from complete scratch and go from nothing to amazing rather than just your first clients in a snap of a finger. Because most normal businesses, they go from 0 to 1 and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whereas with our flash formula, we've been able to take Mohamed's business from 0 to 120k a month. So from 0 to 10x within 2 months, which is faster than anyone else to get results. So we're going to break down exactly how we did that, what problems we overcame, and also what the next steps will be to go past 250k a month. So 2 months ago, business was completely at zero, and basically objectively in a worse situation than anyone who's watching this video, because there was no ads, no audience, no content, not even like an offer package or positioning, and it's a very saturated market. What would you say are kind of like some of the insights that I gave you that allowed you to kind of go past 120k a month?
Well, first of all, I would say offer positioning, definitely using AI, for example, because there's so many guys that just do e-com, whereas you framed it in a way like branded dropshipping with AI, so it sounds like something new, like shiny object. I'd say that's a big reason for the success, and definitely getting on the ads as well and the profile optimization.
Yeah, and just acting with speed as well, right? Like starting to run ads immediately, getting a setter in immediately, getting content out, getting a lot of content out. So it just also comes down to speed of implementation, but that's how you're able to. Last month, November, spent 8.3k on ads, booked 103 calls, 84 of them which showed up, and 31 of them which closed. Did 100, and you did a total of 122k total cash, like back end and front end, in your second month. Cool. Well, I'll go into all these things just so people can kind of understand the positioning. And the first part obviously is understanding the market, right? Like the people we're selling to, most of the time they're kind of broke. They might have like a few K, maybe up to like 10k usually.
Yeah.
However, one of the great things is that they're all aware that they want to make money online. Like awareness for this is higher than ever because there's so many young kids posting about how much money they have. So because the awareness is high on these people, like that means it's way easier to convert someone who's solution aware that they want to run an online business and they believe in an online business. They're just like extremely skeptical of who to go with, and they're extremely skeptical of which model to go with because there's so many business models out there. So that is kind of the ICP that we're targeting, and because trust is at an all-time low, many people have been burned. You need to create trust, and you need to have a unique edge that separates you from like your guru competitors in a sense, which is kind of what we dialed down when you said like market positioning, offer positioning. Number one, understanding like what they want. They want like their solution, right? They want to run an online business, but they're confused. They want someone trustworthy because they're skeptical. Maybe they've even been burnt before. And then we need to look at like the competitor research. You know, what are the problems here that we can take advantage of? Well, they do often very heavy lifestyle marketing, which doesn't work, right? It's extremely difficult to like just flex their lifestyle, send people to 10-minute VSL and get them to pay 5k. It's not like 2022 anymore. And because of this, like we need to find a way to differentiate ourselves from our competitors, which we do through, well, obviously number one, we added in the AI. So obviously dropshipping, added in AI dropshipping because people have a lot of FOMO about AI. They hear AI all the time. They hear rich people talk about AI, and it creates more awareness. And then it also makes more sense. Like people want something new and shiny. People don't want to do something they've tried that hasn't worked before. Yeah. Because that's way more painful.
One thing about the trust as well. So a lot of times when I ask people on the call what made them pick me, because once they see my ad, they're gonna hit with other e-com ones, right? They said, yeah, everyone else is really flashy, whereas you're just that guy in a hoodie, you know? Because when everyone's doing one thing, you want to do the opposite. So I see more trustworthy because everyone else has fast edits, lifestyle. We can all do the lifestyle stuff, but people they've already seen that stuff, you know?
Another important thing to mention is just like how you do like what I call sleight of hand. I was telling you about this on like our first call, but it's like you're doing the model. So you're putting the attention here. Like all your money is coming from e-com on the front of it, and you're showing that you're doing e-com. You're telling people that you're doing e-com, and you're showing your stores to the point where you know all the attention is here, and then it's kind of like, you know, if you want this, like I have it. And it's very similar to like, you know, if you look at what Iman was doing when he was doing his offer. He's the one who kind of invented this. If you go back to like this point right here, if you go a little bit further back, I think he's changed some of the bios. But what he did in his YouTube bios was he would be like, let me just find like, for example, this one. If you'd like to work with a marketing agency, you can find out more here. So that's the top link. But it's not because he wants to get marketing agency clients, it's because he wants to show that he's doing the marketing agency, which is why he had more trust than everyone else.
Smart.
Because people could go back and see that he documented and that he actually ran the agency, which made it more legit. Because there's so many people showing lifestyle. So what's missing is someone who's like actually doing the model. They don't even care if the person is making less money. that person is making 30K a month, but they can see, oh fuck, this is real, like he's doing it, like he's not a guru.
Yep.
They're rather going to want to buy, and that's what you want to compete on. You don't want to compete on lifestyle.
Yeah, because that's the difference of a fake guru and someone that's legit. If you're actually doing the business model yourself, making money from it, able to show that to people, you'll have that transparency and they trust you.
100%. And like this is kind of what he started with. He would say it at the end of his YouTube videos, and he would always have it in his descriptions. And I see other people doing the same thing. Like, let's say Braz, even though his shit seems extremely top of funnel all the time, right here, he sends people to apply to have me scale your brand. He just has that link because he wants to remind people that, hey, I'm running this agency.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm running this agency. And it's the same thing with like, it's not that hard to amass a lot of attention. If you're willing to like put out volume and you're willing to like do a few crazy things and you like develop and refine over time. But these people that have a lot of volume, they're all focusing on the exact same thing. If you look at him, TJR, the reason it works, even though all of his stuff is retarded, is if you go deeper into the rabbit hole, every single day, there is live trading basically. Every single day,
okay.
for a long, long time. Because he's literally showing himself doing it. And that's like the sleight of hand trick. You put all the attention here. And that's the main thing that we've been doing in your positioning, whether you've noticed it or not. Like, for you, it's kind of like, yeah, I make this in e-commerce, you show your store sometimes,
Yeah.
and you're kind of like, you're just chill about it.
Yeah, I like to show my stores because everyone in e-com tries to just hide it. They don't want people to copy them. I'm not afraid. Like, I just want to help people. Let them copy me. It's fine. You can never overtake someone if you're copying them. You know. Mm-hmm. Just like other people, they're trying to copy you in the info game, right?
Yeah.
They're never going to beat you if they're copying because they're always one step behind.
1000%. Which then obviously brings us to how do we communicate that positioning. I'd say one thing with you is like your IG comes across as like a little bit too flashy and not as human anymore. So if I'll go ahead and show you like the difference between like how people are like flexing, you're very like, you're not subtle about it at all. Like it's just like pictures of you like with watches and etc. Iman is an example of someone who's very subtle with it. So he has his like Rolex Daytona here, but he's holding a cat and he's like smiling. But that's what makes it subtle. That's what makes it like high status, because he isn't trying.
True.
But when you try, like immediately it just becomes kind of weird. Yeah. And this is what he always does. Like it just seems kind of like low effort, and he even says himself, like, which is just obviously a lie. It's very well calibrated. He's like, yeah, my IG is just like a photo collage of like.
Yeah, his friends taking it without him knowing and all that stuff.
Yeah, you know, I just take I just add them together in an album.
No, everything's very calculated with these stuff.
Extremely, bro. But he represents his brand very well. Of like this,
yeah.
you know, smart, sophisticated guy. He isn't flexing. That's why he has like a lot of selfies too. Or like these random videos.
Got a video in his swipers. Yeah.
Or like if you look at, you know, this one, it's very, he's not trying to flex, but bro, we can see there are two G-Wagons. But he's not trying to flex. We can see he's got motion. He's sitting on his suitcase, which, you know, if you look at it, it's like a little childish thing of like, yeah, he's sitting on a suitcase. It's something we all do. Yeah. But he's got the watch and the fucking suitcase and the bag. Like, it's very subtle. Whereas with you, it's very direct, which comes across as like more try hard, which then like lowers your status.
True.
If you look at these, they're very like, all the photos are set up.
Yeah.
None of Iman's photos seem set up.
No, he's
they
not
seem
really
like,
looking at the camera, is he?
They seem like they were taken from far away. And you can see like I actually have like a little bit more of a professional style where I have some like camera photos. Yeah. If you go into my carousels, there are a lot of them that are like taken, you know, just kind of like capturing a vibe. And they're taken from like far away, like this. It doesn't seem set up. It just seems like it was captured.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it like high status.
True.
Right? All this, for example, like it's very calculated. Or like this, it's very like human.
Yeah, you're playing with a
teddy bear
or whatever.
But obviously like there's a model, there's like a private jet, all these things. So it's like you communicate it in subtle ways. Or like right here, we're recording a client interview. There are girls in the background. What we're saying is that we don't really give a fuck about the girls.
Yeah.
We're caring about money. But we have girls, right? So it's like that's the main thing I'd say when it comes like for you to like communicate your positioning is I would be less direct and more subtle with everything that you do.
Definitely.
Another thing on your profile is, let's go ahead and max out the highlights. So right now you have like one start here,
yeah,
which is good, and then one like client results one. But we honestly need to
quite
max it
empty,
out.
aren't they?
We
Yeah.
obviously need to max it out with results. And you can even show like your own stores and so on. But you do need to like max it out with results. And like, because once you do that, there's going to be so much trust. If you look at any like big offer, it's just like results all the way over. Look at this. Testimonials. It's just all the way over because it's like undeniable proof.
So what should be in the start here then compared to what I already have, and where should the client results go? Should that go in the client results, or should it be in like how would you optimize it?
Start here. I think so. For you right now, you have like a very designed one.
Yeah.
I don't think it fits, bro, with the rest of the brand because you're like I'm the guy who's walking in the park and these things. But then the story sequences are like designed with like, you know, just like a screenshot.
Perfect designer.
And like just these
Flexing too hard, man.
yeah, like what I would do is I would honestly just have some like maybe like selfie videos in the start here, like find a way you can mix that in
Okay.
with the results because again, you know, we want people to know you, like we want to create a brand. And I think for you in like your start here, like do a sequence like this. It's like I made over $40 million in the last year with e-commerce. Most people won't even get to $100K with dropshipping. Here's why. Like I think the design can also look better. It's like a little bit over the top in a way. And this is not very readable. Like the text goes from here to here.
True.
It's not easy to read. If you look at my start here or watch this, because I want it to be a little bit different. It's like obviously for me like it makes even more sense to have them designed, but it's results and then like but it wasn't always like this. I was in this position. However, I took advantage of this. So like obviously you can now do AI and then it's just results, basically a lot of results, and then the thesis is explained in selfie videos. So for you, what I would do is I'd maybe do something like, you know, the results first. You can do like the $40 million one, and then you can do like, but it wasn't always like this. Maybe have like a picture of you as like a dentist or something, and like to build some trust, and then results, and then you can have like some selfie videos at the end where you kind of explain it, like
what I do differently to other people.
Yeah, like explain AI, like, you know, hey, like typically like drop shipping, you have to like takes all this time to test products. You have to like buy, like you have to look for winning products, and you obviously can't predict the future. And then you have to ship them to you, and then you have to make the ad creatives and the store, and then run it to the store, and obviously optimize the ads. And it takes like a month per product to see if it's a winner or not. And often people will go through 7-8 products before they find one winner. But with AI, like right now, you don't even need to ship the product. You can just do AI ads. You know, you can test products at record speed, which is something I've taken advantage on, and etc. And then kind of like maybe show some of the stores, but build more trust. So I would explain the thesis in like selfie videos towards the end.
Why mine's different to other people, because there's not many people with our positioning in terms of the brand and dropshipping with AI. So I need to say how mine's different.
And then I also think we could do like, if you obviously started the offer 2 months ago, so it's natural you don't have like fucking insanely many client results, because people, it takes time to get results with anything. Exactly. Like 2 months is not a lot. So what you can do is you can have like an FAQ kind of, and you can stage all the questions. You can just like fucking send them in from your, you can just send them in from your own account. Like, why'd you get into AI dropshipping? Like, whatever objections and doubts people have, just kind of handle them in an FAQ.
So get that from the sales team.
Or like, what do you think is the best business model? And then you go kind of around like, hey, look, you know, there's no best business model at all. I think the most important thing is that you need to, and then kind of go into like a, I think one thing that's, you go into the advantage.
Amazon FBA, you need a lot of money to invest in getting the stock.
Just depends on your situation, right? Like in these, you need this and this and this. For me, like what I like about AI dropshipping is this and this. It's very easy to get started, but you're also able to like scale it. And if you do it really well, you can make stupid amounts of money. Am
I doing these in videos or just pictures?
I would do these in videos. And then like we can definitely add like an FAQ highlight with like objection handles, kind of like questions. You know how like Iman would like tripwire people in his YouTube videos of like, you know, the best 7 life lessons. And then like fucking life lesson number 3 is like be in the right business model. Like you kind of just need to take it. Like people, that's like, what's your biggest reflection after getting rich? You know, and you can fucking talk about taking risk.
Yeah, exactly. Things that will indirectly sell.
Yeah, exactly. So it's kind of like if you've seen Hormozy $100 million money models, the webinar.
Right.
what he did in that was he went over like 10 big decisions, and on every single one he had like a fucking objection handle. So look at this. This was after he pitched the entire thing.
Did he actually do something for 7 hours?
Oh yeah, 7-hour webinar. But what he did is now he started doing like indirectly selling because he had already done like the full pitch. So if you go past here, he's like, yeah, and I'm going to share something with you. For example, Elon, he's like he kept reinvesting, right? He risked his entire net worth to borrow money. 1 month ago from running out of money, decision he risked his entire net worth to borrow money to float the company and turns the corner with Model S. So he shows like, hey,
people that took
risks. Outside risk, like, yeah, people that take risk, exactly. He'll show many other things, right? I think these, for example, this one, it was like when he got a mentor. He talked about this story. So sit down, he offered me to join his gym owner group for $10,000. So I froze. I'm not sure if I'm at the point in my business career to make an investment like this. Like, I want to try it myself, whatever objection you get. And this guy's like, you only have to answer 3 questions, and if you answer no to any of them, then you don't do a deal. Will this get you closer or further to your goals? Yes or no? Does it increase your chances versus doing it on your own? Yes or no? You have access to the money to get started. But indirectly, it's objection handling all of these because this is the same question people are going to ask themselves, as obviously in context with the pitch that he just did.
True.
So I definitely think you can do an FAQ. Number 1, don't just sell on it. Have some human aspects maybe.
Exactly. Just slip it in sleight of hand, like you said.
Yeah, slip it in here and there. You gotta. It's like the Pavlov's dog. You gotta give them a treat sometimes. Sometimes you gotta give them something legit. Yeah. But most of a lot of the time you can just tripwire, or not tripwire, but flip it, or hidden.
Yeah, little hidden. Talking about business models and mention mine, of course.
Exactly, bro. That's what I'd say are our main things when it comes to IG, actual profile, is the actual. All right, we're back. We're back in a little bit of a different location because we had to go out in Marbella, and we got a little bit. I got a little bit hungover, so we have to record in a different location. But it's cool. We'll get back into the sauce. Last time was pretty good. We went over IG organic, we went over the page, positioning, everything. Now we're going to go into a little bit more, YouTube ads, a little bit more advanced stuff. So, like and subscribe, book a call, everything. YouTube, first thing I'd say is I think your thumbnail style can be overall just way more consistent, and I think it should be more like the branding needs to be cleaner. Because if you look at your Instagram, the entire status of it, and the lifestyle focus, it feels very premium. But your YouTube feels a little bit cheap. If you look at the thumbnails, you know what I mean. They're not clean. They're not they look a little bit cheap. And then also anything that is visually unique and creates attention in a way where we can instantly differentiate you from competitors. So let's say this is an example of great thumbnail because it's very, very visually unique. Or this one. That I had my thumbnail designer make for you. As you can see, it's also visually unique, and it's very clean, and it shows the lifestyle and mixes in the Shopify in a very, very clean way. So instead of just having this is very it's a 2020, it's a thumbnail you'd see in 2016, Now it just needs to feel more unique, and if we can mix in all the lifestyle images that you have and that kind of clean branding that you have on your IG, I think you can get some really, really good thumbnails going. So that's the first thing I'd say is invest in just getting one consistent style and one really good thumbnail designer.
No, 100%. You're right. The one that you mentioned before is very 2016, 2019. That's just copying everyone else's style.
Yeah, exactly. No, it needs to be visually unique, and it needs to play into the advantages you have. You have all the lifestyle pictures, so we just need to combine that with the Shopify stuff, and that will give you an edge. Another thing is your this part right here, world traveler, eco entrepreneur, nice guy. Thing is, nobody clicks the more buttons. Right? Nobody's just going to click the button that says more. So immediately I would have make your first 10K with AI Ecom or some sort of headline, and then the next step. Right here. So right now you have your Instagram right now, if that's where you prefer sending people, or you can just send them to your Calendly. So for me, I mainly
start doing it to my link, so then I collect the data as a lead,
Yeah, you can send them to
on the website,
landing page as well. But I would just have clear next step there, and then headline clear next step, because no one's gonna click more and no one's gonna click and one more link. For me, what I do is I have I always have the Calendly first. So for example, if a lead right now watches this video and is oh, Siggy's dropping so much sauce, I need this, they could just go either in my description, open the link, or they could go right here, Calendly link. That's the first link. But immediately I would just describe the value of the channel in the first line with right here, make your first 10K with AI Ecom. Also, actually cleaning up the homepage. Obviously first you have YouTube VSL and a model breakdown, From there, I would just have client results and credibility as like a playlist. So if you look at mine, if you look at my YouTube channel, it's or right here, this is my homepage. My secret, this is like the kind of YouTube VSL, and then like a description of it here. So it's kind of like headline, sub-headline, similar to like a landing page. And then client results, client tool 1. This is just because you're making a claim, like we want to show credibility immediately, and then people can scroll through it. For you, since you're just starting the offer, if you don't have that many like client interviews, client results that you can make, what I would do is I would kind of make like store case studies, you know, like case study breakdowns of like you breaking down stores. Like this product made me X, this product made me X, and do breakdowns with different stores that you have, so that we can.
Could I even break down other people's stores too, like other successful stores in general, if I wanted?
Yeah, you can. But it especially helps it especially helps if it's you or your clients. But you can also break down other people's stores for sure. I mean, that's a big thing in this space. There's a lot of people that do funnel breakdowns, and they do really well. So if you do like you can do the same thing for like Shopify, you know, e-com pages. But that's the main thing I'd say.
I don't want to share my products with people, otherwise they'll copy it, you know. My CPM is going to go up and everything.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, the only thing I'd say is right here, though, if you go to... Because right now it's just like completely random. Videos, popular videos. Obviously you have the VSL here. That's the only one. But I would add like... You keep your VSL on the top like this. And then let's add like a playlist of where they should go next. After the VSL. Because the homepage, right? If you think of the homepage, the only way someone ends up on the homepage is if they click your name. It's not like the video pops up on their like For You. It's like if they click your name. Which means they're either searching you up because they've seen your ads or your Instagram, and they're searching you up on YouTube or on Safari, and then they go to YouTube. So that like they have some kind of like they're not there yet, and that's why we want to show them credibility. Or they've watched, you know, one of your YouTube videos, and now they're going deeper into your YouTube channel, and we want to show them like what's going to make them most likely to buy. So I would just keep it like YouTube VSL and then case studies, very clean. From there, like there's 3 things I'd say now for traffic generation. Now that you have thumbnails down, like homepage down, like this is going to be the main thing, right? Is because our YouTube strategy is number 1, obviously you want to generate predictable traffic. Number 2, you want to show the superiority of your product, and number 3, you want to get them towards your like to book a call. And then for generating traffic, what I'd do is I would start leveraging like video formats and like how the IDs are packaged, like videos that have proof of performing really well. So I saw with like your video right here, this one, Mastermind, setting up 100K a month AI store from scratch. It would be very easy for you to just copy what someone is doing. This is literally another AI AI offer. It's not AI ecom, but it's like sell an AI service. You could copy like their title formats. Watch me start and sell an AI service in 12 hours from zero. It could be like watch me set up a 100K a month AI ecom store in 12 hours, or like in 1 hour, whatever it is. In 2 hours, however long the video is. And then you can also kind of take some inspo from the thumbnail. Because number 1, you're going to save time that you would have spent testing and acquiring data. Yeah. And number 2, it's going to be way more predictable because you can see that it's performed for someone else. Right? So like think about the effort for someone to initially come up with a thumbnail like that. They have to come up with an original idea to get like this performance. Whereas you can just like get all of this benefit for like no effort. Like you just take it. I would not copy like direct competitors of like people that also do ecom, because it's gonna people might see it number 1 and like their video is likely gonna perform better, unless you have some sort of like unique twist and you just like your video is 100 times better than theirs. What I would do is I would copy people that are in like they're not direct competitors, but they're in like similar niches, right? So like let's say you do AI ecom, you can copy people that do AI agencies, or you can copy people that do like how to start any business really, any biz offer. You can copy how they're formatting their videos.
I said freelance brand scaling.
Bro, yeah, you can copy that exactly.
Yeah,
like,
it's not something ecom, not something.
Yeah, I wouldn't make it like, you know, copy people that do ecom or AI ecom, because it's gonna be too much of a like you're copying direct competitors. But you can copy people that do like they're kind of like in parallel niches, and you're literally just you know, so much more likely to have a video that performs because you're using existing data. You don't have to come up with something original, and you also like have data that it works. That, and then also for vlog formats, at least your vlog, this is how I spent £10,000 in a weekend as an AI ecom millionaire. The thing is though, like,
I'll be a vlog coming soon with you, bro. I need to.
Let's go. Yeah,
get
exactly.
it edited. I'll post it next week.
Yeah, 100%. The thing I would say though is, like, people aren't really impressed by like spending 10K in a weekend anymore because there's so much out there. There's so much like multi-millionaire and this millionaire does this. People buy Lambos. People buy, you know, fucking Koenigsegg's now in their vlogs, and so there's got to be like somewhat of a different format. This format is interesting, like a raw reality one is pretty clean. It's like an alternative to like the POV format. But if you do that, I would make it feel like a little bit more raw, and not just like, you know, you bowling out, but more you're also like creating like a personal connection with the viewers, and you nurture and you educate them. And then also anything if it's like unique and specific. Because like POV millionaire goes to this place, it's not going to work because everyone has done it. And people are tired of just seeing, you know, young, rich dudes bowling out. Like, they've seen, like, there's enough of it. Right?
Yeah.
So it's unique. If it's unique and different, it'll work. Like, for example, this one, you're a multi-millionaire having a baby with a supermodel. Right? It's like a little bit different. Then this is one of the easiest ones, is you basically, again, what you do is you kind of like copy winning formats in different places. I sent 10,000 cold emails and learned this. Performed very, very well. Like an absolute outlier. You could make...
I started 100 stores and learned this or something, you know?
Yeah, or like I launched a million ad creatives. Well, not a million ad creatives, like 100,000 ad creatives, and learned this. And then running like meta ads are fucking easy. And then maybe you have like some sort of like Shopify thing. But you can copy, you know, formats that have done well in others. Obviously, you know, you already have like the $40 million, so you can make strong claims and have like huge results, which is going to give you a massive advantage. Other thing you can do, bro, I just got... Okay, either way, other thing you can do is if you can leverage like a trend that's going on. So if you like, let's say you look at, you know, this is one that did really well. Don't sell AI agents, sell AI infrastructures instead. Crazy opportunity. He's done this format a lot of times, and it's done really, really well because at this point, AI agents was like, a lot of people were talking about it. Now, look at what people are talking about. Number one, they're talking about like, they're still talking about like AI agents, but, you know, freelance brand scaling. Don't do freelance brand scaling. You know, own the brand instead. Crazy opportunity. I don't know. Or like you kind of take, you can come up with something a little bit better than that, but along the lines of like whatever is popular now, like freelance brand scaling.
Do normal drop shipping, just amazing opportunity, and then that'll be branded drop shipping with AI.
Yeah, but you know, drop shipping is not popping off anymore, right? Like 2023, everyone was searching for drop shipping. Nobody's scared.
Freelance brand scaling. Yeah, exactly.
Or like YouTube Shorts.
Scale your own brand.
YouTube Shorts is it's getting more and more views.
YouTube automation.
AI agents, like anything that's going up in views, or like any like business model that more and more people are talking about, any trend that's going on, you leverage that and then you flip it over to like your view, right? So you leverage that. So like, don't do freelance brand scaling, do this instead. Crazy opportunity. That is like a winning format of like, you just leverage whatever is going viral and then you flip it over to your thing. And then yeah, also like I said, you know, look at the formats people are doing, and then you can take a lot of inspiration, especially from the titles and how they're formatted, and that makes things a lot easier for you. When it comes to nurturing and conversion, so obviously this is like generating traffic, generating awareness. From there, you know, you will go from like how to make money with AI ecom, or probably ecom. People don't really care too much about the AI part. Obviously it's really good for gaining attention, but at the end of the day, people just want to make sure like they want to trust you before they buy.
Yeah.
So with this, what I'd say is, now that we have all this attention coming in for YouTube, which is the first part, is now we got to show the superiority of your product. And this is also really important with, you're getting all this traffic from IG, they're going to come onto YouTube, we need to show the superiority of your product. And like educating people doesn't convert anymore because everyone does it. You know, you've probably heard like, you know, Alex Hormozi say like, yeah, give everything away for free and like just educate people. But like everyone is educating people. It doesn't make you better. You could even like return if someone wanted to, they could look at, you know, other people educating and like give the information again. It doesn't make you one of one at all. So education won't convert. It'll like obviously warm people up and it'll get them more educated, more ready to buy, but it's not going to fully do the conversion. It's not going to show that you're superior. You need to you need to actually shift their beliefs. Like the beliefs that are stopping them from buying. I would even ask your clients, hey, what stopped you from buying earlier? You need to shift those beliefs and not necessarily like what's going to help them succeed without you, because if you just educate them, it doesn't mean they're going to buy. You know, people watch free stuff all the time and never buy. So I'd focus on the unique benefits of your product. So number one, how fast someone can see results inside it, and like how predictable it is when they have your help. And then you can like also, you know, kind of drop the weaknesses of your competitors. You don't need to drop their names, but like mention it. You know, like I mention that a lot, like what my competitors are doing wrong, because when I do that, again, like it shows superiority. The type of
what they're doing wrong with ecom or what they're doing wrong with their mentoring though?
I mean both, because it'll kind of be hand in hand.
Cool.
But I mean, what you can do is you can talk about like how a lot of competitors, they haven't actually done ecom themselves. Like they've done like one, you know, good month, or like I don't know, like whatever. Like you have to actually know your market to do this. But whatever problems you see. So like to give you an example, let's say I take me, right? Like I look at competitive advantages. Okay, I have more data. Like I'm more in the trenches actually working for my clients. Like these guys are just handing their clients off to a CSM. I'll talk about that in my content to...
Exactly, yeah, they're just doing that.
Yeah, 100%.
Myself.
So you got to mix in your selling points and like why you're better than your competitors. Which kind of goes back to the positioning, right? Which is you got to do the like competitor research of what are your competitors
hasn't
doing
made
wrong.
40 million in ecom, have they? You know?
Made fuck all probably.
Yeah, exactly.
From there, so obviously you have made the top funnel videos that also can nurture and convert. But the type of videos you want to make to do this, to show that you're better than everyone else, is number one, case studies. Obviously this one's pretty like pretty obvious. Now for case studies, you can obviously do the client, shows real experience of the client, like how I've done this video. I'd recommend watching it so you can kind of see how it's executed, and show the entire transformations. You can build a lot of social proof and trust. So what that would look like is, you know, instead of just a client interview with them, get on a call with them, and ideally if you can kind of like, if they're willing to, like show their store, show some of their ads that you helped make, show the entire transformation of what worked and why it started working and when it started working, and so on. Because that's how you build social proof and trust. So if you look at this one, there was like a timeline of everything that we did throughout. I'm not sure if you can see it on the thumbnail, but there was like a timeline of like this month we did this and we got these results. And then we did this and this and this and then we launched these ads. You can film them with a client in real life. You can film them on a call like this. If you don't have many of those, what you can do is obviously you can just do the case studies of the stores, like I said. You know, successful store that my client did, successful store that you did. Obviously, like I get, you know, there's some like limits to doing that, just logistically, of like you can't, you know, expose all the products you're doing and so on. But if you can, you know, do some case study breakdowns, you're gonna be able to like and show what you did and why it worked and so on. It's gonna build a lot of trust. You're not just educating people, but you're showing the actual transformation that happened. The one I would also do is I would do a full course. I'm not sure if there is one.
How long are we talking? Because I have one, but it's 15 minutes, bro. That's not enough.
Yeah, there's no full courses out here. Let me just try a dropshipping full course. Look at how these are performing well though. 21,000 views. He's probably booking a lot of calls from that. Or 57,000 views. 256,000 views. They're booking calls from those. There's no full course. No. So if you look at any other.
Should I do a 3-hour one?
If you look at any other one.
Dropshipping with AI maybe. Then it might come up.
If you look at any other one, there's going to be full courses often that are like full training. This one's 53 minutes. There's usually going to be longer ones. If you just search up dropshipping, for example, dropshipping full course.
Probably 10 hours and stuff.
Yeah, there's like brother. This one is 11 hours. there's ones that are longer as well. I know in dropshipping. I mean, you'll find this one's 18 hours, and they get like 5 million views because then you're at the person who does like the longest best one that gives away the most value is gonna win that niche basically, and you're gonna win that search term. And there's no one that's done it for AI ecom yet. And basically gives a fuller look into your program, so you can give away so much sauce to the point where if people think the free course is that valuable, they hype up the product so much in their mind, and you can push traffic towards the full course. So like any like business model that's been kind of saturated, there will be like longer ones. So look, here's 1 hour, but then you need to compete for the longer one, and now it's 6 hours more recently. For you, that's what I would do as well, is the full course. And then obviously, lastly but not least, you have just like client interviews. I would create a separate channel for these. That's what I'm doing now. The reason why, specifically for client interviews, is just because they don't get a lot of views, so it actually harms the main channel. Like because they get low views, it harms the main channel, but let's just really give the final social proof, right? You have to look at like info trust is lower than ever, and think about how it feels though for a person to go from like they see an ad of you, they don't know you, they don't know any of your stores, they don't know who you are, they see the ad, they get sent to a VSL, it's like what, 20 minutes, 10 minutes, or on your landing page, I think it's just a type form. So it's just, they get sent to the type form, then they get called by a setter. And like booked, I assume.
Yeah.
And then closure, and like in between this, how much material do you send them? Would you say?
When the call's booked, until the call, there's some YouTube videos that I sent.
They watch maybe like, let's say they watch 1 to 2 YouTube videos. It's like 20 minutes. This is like the time they've spent with you, and then they speak to your closer, who is like, yeah, you, like why delay it? Why does it make sense to think about it? But there's like, and obviously it's going to work for some people, but for some people there's just not going to be enough trust. And you having like a really solid YouTube foundation of like, they can watch interviews with your clients, even if they don't watch them, they can land on your main page, and they can see.
At least it's there, yeah.
They can see like, oh fuck, he has a ton of interviews. That's a volume game as well. There doesn't need to actually watch them. And you know, they can go to YouTube and actually watch content, like the thumbnails, everything's appealing, and they start watching more and more content. Bro, imagine someone watches a fucking 10-hour full course and then they get on a call with your closer. Like, they're not gonna have doubt whether you know your shit or not. And you like, I would just leverage formats of the proof performance for every single video. Like, I wouldn't try and come up with something super original. And the full course is extremely proven, and it's not been done in your niche, so it's very long hanging fruit.
How long do I need to do it for now? Like, could a 3-hour one do the job for now?
Yeah, you can do 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, whatever you want to do.
Just break it up into modules.
The longer the better.
Split it up.
The longer the better for this.
Every day, 20 minutes, and then just add it up. No.
I mean, just make an outline for it. So I'm gonna make my full
modules
course. Wait, let me try to find it. It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be here. It's gonna be like results. I have like an outline for it, so it's gonna break down everything. For mine, I think we're aiming for 12, because it's gonna give you such a competitive edge.
I'm gonna go crazy with mine then.
Yeah, I mean, you don't need to go as crazy because it hasn't taken you up yet. But like, let's say you do even like, if you do a 6-hour full course, bro, it's gonna be fucking really big for your channel, and you can push a lot of traffic to that.
Would that be my link in bio at that point as well, right? That's like my VSL and all this shit.
You can use it as link in bio, or you can use, I mean, you can use a short. You could use like your VSL as like a link in bio, but you could push like people from like, let's say they watch a video like this. You could have in description like full course, yeah. And it's also really good. Like, it's an easy one to plug. Like when people are like, "Oh, you sell a course," it's like, "Oh no, but I literally have like a full 6-hour full course for free on my YouTube channel." People can watch.
I don't sell one, but I have a free one.
Yeah, exactly. You know, like everyone here is just like, look, I only work with like advanced serious people that like really want help. Like the rest, I'll just give away for free, and it's better than everyone else's courses.
True, and also I'm getting people to the level with my free stuff where they can pay me to take it to the next level.
For sure. That's literally it, bro. Yeah.
That's the point.
Especially if the full course, they like watch the full course and they start making money, they're gonna buy from you, bro.
Because they feel like they owe it to you as well. Just like with Alex Arnosi, who does that.
Yeah, they're gonna trust you a
People
lot.
work with him.
Yeah, they're gonna trust you a lot as well. That's what I'd say for YouTube. Any questions on like YouTube overall?
No, I think that's honestly great and much more in depth than I expected as well.
Easy, bro. Beautiful. Right, let's go through ads. So ads, we can do a little. Let me go on to your ads library, and we can just look through. So right now you're running to the landing page, right? Or you mentioned there was landing page, but they could also go to the.
Yeah, you'll notice the
IG.
type form, and then you'll see some profile visit like test ones.
Let me show you something. Here's what 50,000 a month.
Okay. Okay, so it just sends them to this.
This shows
page.
them the video after. Once they've booked, then there's the video shows after. The free course stuff. Like, I know this landing page looks trash, but it's just, to get their details, and then it shows them the YouTube video as soon as it's booked, like as soon as they've filled in their responses.
Okay, there are a lot of things we can do with this. There's a lot of things that need to be improved. First thing I'd say is I wouldn't send them directly to a type form. And like number one, copy, I don't like that like how to, it's kind of dead. $1,000 a day, like round number, it just feels kind of like a big claim in less than 30 days, and there's no social proof. It just, like, if you make a big claim with no proof to back it up, people are going to be skeptical, and especially like when it's formatted this way. Other thing that's a little bit offsetting about this is we're saying no experience needed here, 20 profits a week with 0 profit, and I feel like no one that actually goes through this are testing 20 products a week.
Has no experience, yeah.
Not a single one of them are. Copy the exact ad system that finds winning products, writes ads, and automates your store. The copy just feels stupid in a way.
As well.
And then it just goes straight to getting their contact information. There's no VSL, straight type form contact information. And let's say I fill it in. I need to change this. I need to blur my phone number and email, but so do you guys do this for? Because here's what I'd say, right? Why did you guys decide to do this type form question, for example?
This exact question, well, my media buyer did it, but I think it's to see how serious they are, like how urgent it is, right? So on the call, for the call if they're serious or not,
A lot of people that do these kind of questions is for, let's say you have multiple closers, and you now need to like rank the leads to a certain closer. So you have like high priority leads and low priority leads.
Yeah.
But like, let's say I go through this. These are all fine.
Now I'll explain this part to you as well.
Obviously, you want to get the investments. That's fine. Let me see. Why did you do £3,000 plus though? Like you guys sell sometimes like 7K, right?
Yeah, you're right. I need to have more options.
Yeah, I'll just have bigger ranges.
Up to 2.5, 2.5 to 5, etc. Right?
Yeah. Obviously, you're saying this with Mohamed, but I guess you just changed to the closer. I mean, I wouldn't say Mohamed. I would say like
whatever the closer's name is.
Yeah, like I would say, with team. But so number one is like headline copy. The fact that this is doing really well is because we have like you've created good ad creatives, because this landing page shouldn't be doing well. I don't think this landing page was correctly done at all, but because we've talked about ads, we've installed the right ads in your business, and there are a lot of things you're doing well in your ads. I'm not sure if these micro ads, and you just launched them yesterday, so I'm not sure how they're performing, but like the ads that are obviously
people related to ecom.
These ads are these ads the ones that are doing best for you? The ones in the park?
If you keep scrolling down, you'll see one on the
Can I tell you something?
You see that one on the left? The one on the left of that? Like the one of me.
I'm going to make you a promise,
and
it's either going to sound too good to be true, or it's going to sound exactly like what you've been looking for. Here it is.
Make you a promise or something. That's the hook. Because that same video has 3 different hooks.
Okay.
That has a majority of my schedules. I'm getting £45 per scheduled qualified call.
Okay, so like the numbers are really good. I like the ads you've been doing. I mean, we've worked on some of these together as well. So obviously the ads, I think the reason this works so well is because the ads are good, and the like AI kind of offer is quite powerful. Like the positioning of that offer is good, and like there's no one else doing this in the UK, so the market is kind of empty, and I think people like you. But obviously, like this isn't done the best one. So if you look at, I'll show you an offer that's doing $1 million a month. This was their landing page they were running in November. If you're watching this in November, you could have a profitable AI business by Christmas, which obviously is like good headline, good hook. This video explains everything you need to know. They watch the video, and then right now
There has never in
number one, like obviously it's hyping up the AI opportunity a lot because that needs to be done. Like you need to talk about why AI is a good opportunity, and why it's important to like actually do this. Your job may not exist in years, etc. And then sprinkle in social proof. A lot of people wait with doing social proof till the end, or they just do it in the beginning. Like the really good VSLs sprinkle social proof throughout the entire VSL to keep like in a smooth way, so it doesn't feel like you're just pushing across social proof, but like people also see the proof that it works.
Yeah.
I would even have one like video testimonial inside, or maybe even more than one. That is actually like a video, just like quickly in the VSL. I think he has his in the beginning here. Yeah, he has this in the beginning here. Then obviously explain the AI opportunity and why it's so crazy, and then you go into obviously your pitch, how I can help you, a lot of social proof, etc. I'll give you actually like a full breakdown of what this VSL structure kind of
So
is.
the questions are below the video now.
Let's say you do like obviously like this is not the right one. Let me go and show you a better one. But you're gonna get a way lower cost per booking, and people are gonna be way higher intent. Because right now you have £45 cost per booking, which is like $60 or so.
Yeah.
Which sounds really, really good, but when you look at the numbers after that, it's like show rate, how warm are they, how willing are they to buy. The numbers are often lower because the numbers are often, but like what I was saying, the numbers are often way lower when you actually like look at all these things, because there's not enough trust. Like they're not even showing any intent of like learning about the thing before they book. So you're not like the people that are booking aren't going to be the highest intent people. They're just booking completely off the ad, and then they might watch like one or two YouTube videos, but like
Some of them don't watch any, and they'll be the ones that don't show up and stuff, right? Because I've given them no value before that.
They're not going to show up, and they're definitely not going to close, even if they show up. Yeah, which makes sense, right? Because people are just booking, and there's nothing in between. So I'll run you through like what I would do between on a VSL, because if VSL is working this well for you, you don't necessarily need to switch to the profile funnel, but I would run the profile funnel at the same time. But here's where I would go on like kind of a VSL structure. Let me go ahead and find that for you. Typically what I do is I would kind of you obviously do the hook, and then I would kind of hype up the AI opportunity. You sprinkle like client results throughout. I would watch this one, but then what you're gonna do is you're gonna disprove all the other business models. So you're gonna talk about like, let's say in this VSL, you're gonna disprove all the other business models. You're gonna talk about like, let's say, and trading, you have to like invest, like let's say you only have 5k, you have to invest that and make it back like fucking 10 times, and after 2 years you finally become profitable. You probably would have made more money investing in Microsoft.
Whereas with mine, you don't need money because it's drop shipping. You don't own the product. You just get the sales.
Or with like freelance brand scaling, you're literally scaling someone else's brand to take a small percentage of it. So you're a glorified employee, and you have to spam outreach and compete with all these other kids that have watched Brez Scales and Iman Gaji. And then you disprove all the other business models to make it clear why your model is the best. And you're gonna have this VSL that's gonna look something like, you're gonna have a hook, you're gonna hype up AI. Throughout this, you'll obviously sprinkle in like social proof, explain the opportunity, and what it is and why it works so well. And then you're gonna disprove other business models, and then I would pitch like an inner circle at the end. So like pitch what the call is for. right? Like, so they have some context. If you look at here, like this,
exclusive as well.
look at this VSL. Yeah, I mean, like this is really important because people are, you know, you're sending people to a landing page with no social proof, with like a headline that's like completely weird, and then there's no social proof, there's no VSL, you're not explaining the opportunity. People are just booking in, and from there they don't really care. And then also the type form itself. Look at this one, right? Like you start completely with the contact information. It's like a little bit scary. With this one, it's like, do you have 10 plus hours a week towards making an extra income with AI copywriting? Everyone's going to be like, yeah, I have 10 hours a week. What's your long-term goal? I want to make this much money. What's been your biggest struggle? Like, he gets them to answer like a few little like hook questions.
Yeah, micro commitments.
Yeah, exactly. You answer these. And then it's the actual like name and phone number.
You should do it so you can't skip it though.
And look at this right here. He collects the Gmail. Oops, SIG. He collects the email before he collects the phone number, because what you can do in Typeform is you can do like you can collect one question at a time.
Okay.
So he right here he does like a little, you know, even if you don't fill this out, you can add it to his newsletter. And you're gonna fill this out. You're gonna fill this out, and then right here it's like why do you think you would work with us? So this is just adding authority. But look at how he hooks.
The deeper the answer, the better, right? Because now my setter and stuff will know that, yo, this guy's serious.
Yeah. And also the other thing is, like, then, you know, the investment question is, like, towards the very end, like, can't invest, sorry, can't invest, but in the payment plan. I'm ready to go right now. I want way more help. Based on this, he'll send you away. Like, if you say can't invest, sorry, he'll send you straight to, like, you know, like, he'll just say, like, we'll review your application. I can invest, but I need a payment plan. If you pick this one, now they're going to check your credit score, right? Now they're going to check his credit score. If you say it's 500 to 650.
Yo, they ain't messing about, man.
So if it's less than 500, they're immediately going to disqualify you. If it's 500 to 650, they might look at you as a lead based on this. But I'm not sure if they're going to send you immediately to call. No, then they say thanks for your application. If you pick the highest one, they would have sent you immediately to a call. So the type form has like logic. So for you, it just literally says like random ass headline that makes absolutely no sense. It looks like it's written by ChatGPT or like Claude, and then the type form isn't well set up. So that's what I'd say. Is like let's redo the headline to like either like if you're watching this in X, you can copy that one because you're running it in a different market. He's not running ads to UK. I'm
gonna do the copy MBA probably, like remodel his.
You can really model his, yeah. Or Jordan Lee, he's like the number one. I think his headline is like how everyday people. I'm pretty sure that's the main headline that they use for.
Oh, what about replacing a 9 to 5?
All these are like DM ads, but if I look at, let me go and find some of his. All these are DM ads. Because they're running a lot of DM ads now, seems like. It's weird how these don't have a.
One of the most common questions that.
Can't click a link here. For some reason, but I think I have his page somewhere. This one, yeah, this is his headline. The little known AI business model everyday people are using to make 18,105 per month on average in 2025 without being a techie. I don't love this one. I think you should go with the copy MBA one. It's very, very simple, and you can model the VSL a lot, and like also change the type form, and that plus you having really good ad creatives is gonna do a lot for you. And then right now what you're doing is you're also sending people to the profile visit at times. So here's what it says. So like right now it's kind of split between VSL and profile visit. If I look at your, let me just pull this up here. Right now it's kind of split between these two. What I'd say is like, let's run the ads. Let's say I would max out profile visit. So like, you know, you're going to spend, let's say 10K per month on it. Profile visit, the VSL, like I would change the funnel now. And then I would scale it as far as you can. Before you're like, okay, right now it's like, I can't scale it any further. But just spend more, like make more creatives and spend more. And scale the VSL one as far as you can, because if you really crack that, I think you cracking like a evergreen funnel and getting more social proof is literally all it will take for you to get to like $1 million a month. And then I would also run VSL on retargeting to profile visit. So like right now, like let's say you can get like 100K a month through profile visit ads. I think you were doing mainly profile visit ads when you did 120. So like let's say you make like 100 to 200K a month from like the profile visit ads profile funnel. It's gonna be hard to go beyond that. I would also run the VSL, scale that as far as you can. And then what I'd do is I'd run retargeting everyone that has visited your Instagram to the VSL.
That's something that you told me to do in the villa as well. So I've been doing that, and then the cost per profile visit's even lower for that one, obviously, as well.
Yeah, and you're gonna get higher quality. You're also gonna get higher quality people. You're gonna get people that are kind of like on the fence. And I would run.
What would you say about the dentistry angle as well, Siggy? I'm getting a lot of qualified leads because I'm mentioning that I stopped, like I left my dentistry degree or the best paying job. I feel like that's my angle in the UK. I've left the highest paying job in the UK to pursue this, so obviously I'm not a retard. It must be making me more money, right? So I feel like that's a good angle, and it's getting me loads of qualified leads because you will attract what you're talking about, right? So now I've got loads of other dentists saying they're not happy with the lack of time and location freedom. So I feel like I need to double down on that angle even more.
I think that's a big thing. Like it's like I said, like what we want to do is we want to raise your brand perception in the market to where you're not like just like a random like guy selling to kids online. Ideally, you want to seem more sophisticated and more genuine. So the same way, like think of like how Bill Gates and Warren Buffett are like they're kind of like humble billionaires. I think the thing that might turn some of these people off is that you're not subtle with this. I think what a lot of people like about your ads is in the ads we're way more subtle. The ads aren't like, trying to flex too hard.
Stop me if this sounds familiar. Find a strategy.
I mean, this one is literally just walking around.
Humble, bro. I'm walking around, that's what my media buyer told me to do, and then they all say on the call that they trust me more because the other people have fast cuts, Lambos, watches.
But that's what mainly your idea looks like.
Yep.
And so you're straying away from the messaging that people literally like. So like I'm not saying like don't have the lifestyle stuff, but just do it in a more subtle way. Like I wouldn't have like
I wasn't looking at the camera in the last post.
Yeah, I wouldn't do like this photo first. Like if you do a Lambo photo, like the reason like the traditional kind of like photo of like eating McDonald's on a Lambo does well is because it kind of mixes like a very natural candid moment with a Lambo, and I wouldn't do that because it's very overused. But even me, like one thing I did with it was we did being with the dog, but the Lambo is there. Like that's way more subtle. I think that's a big thing on your IG and your organic content is being more subtle because it's clearly working well with your ads, being less like. And then what I would do is like you can try like you've tried this park format. One format we're seeing doing really well is like if people can see that you have money but you're not trying to show it. So if you look at this one, for example, it doesn't feel like this guy's trying to flex on you.
I'll probably get asked at least twice a day what I do for a living in home.
It's a really nice background, but it doesn't feel like he's trying to flex on you.
You could say the same about Iman too.
Exactly, yeah. Like it's clean, but it doesn't feel like they're trying to flex on you, and it's more subtle. That's what I'd say for ads, and then let's do the retargeting, redo the landing page and the type form, and do the retargeting, scale the landing page as far as you can. I mean, it's clearly working. Your closer is good. Like setter is good. So it's just scaling that up and redoing the funnel because right now you have a show up rate problem. People are not really taking it seriously. Another thing that's important is what are you guys doing for show rate? As soon as someone books, what are you doing? Like, what's your post booking right now?
So now I'm trying to improve it. Soon I'm gonna have like email automations and stuff. But for now, there's a group chat being made with the setter and the closer, and then that person's being nurtured up until the call. Basically, YouTube videos being sent, tell me the takeaways, etc.
But like from the VSL though. Do you also do that?
Even from the VSL, it'll be a dialer that goes through after,
and makes a group chat
a little bit even more, hype up the closer. Don't embarrass me by not showing up. Blah blah blah. Make the group chat.
Okay.
And from IG, it's the DM set that does it. but I actually still get them dialed up even from the DMs.
Okay, so here's what I'd say is what the dialer should do is call them and then, you know, try and reschedule them for as soon as possible. So this kind of helps show up right. So if they're booked for 2 days out, try and get them for today or tomorrow.
But do you feel like there's a... Because that's what I do, right? So let's say they're booked on Calendly for 3 days ahead. I'm saying, yo, get that call in today. But do you think it's better to do it like a day after so they get nurtured even more?
No, do it as soon as possible.
Once it's hot?
Yeah, do it as soon as possible. Yeah. Because even if they're like try and nurture them in between, and if you do it same day, like they're way more likely to show up. And let's say your closer needs to 2-call close, it's not going to be the end of the world. But at least they're showing up, and at least now you can close that lead. So I'd get them in for as soon as possible. And then, yeah, like, from there, like, really stress the importance of consuming YouTube. And then, what do you guys have? Email and text. Like, extremely important you guys have good post-booking assets.
Getting that sorted, yeah.
Do you guys have a thank you page that people get sent to after they book?
I need to sort that as well.
Yeah, like, thank you page, I would make it... I'll go ahead and show you mine. So you need to have that as well. So as soon as someone books, it needs to be sent to thank you page. I would make it, I wouldn't, like, here's...
They'll get invited to clients where you don't even pay. Now, if you like hundreds of other businesses.
Number one, confirm your call. People are way more likely to show up if they accept the invitation.
Yep.
Number two, an introduction to my closer. So you want to transfer trust to the closer because you're going to get on a call with the closer. So if it's like a little podcast of you and the closer and being like, yeah, this guy's done this much in e-com and this and that, and you guys are having like a conversation, it's going to build a lot of trust. That's going to help us show up. Then right here, educational video. Like your VSL, kind of like a post-booking VSL here. For us, it's like a case study breakdown that we use here. Just because we have like a VSL that they book from. So for you, maybe a case study breakdown as well. From there, I have FAQ. So all the questions and objections we get, I have like an FAQ here. And like also, you know, a few YouTube videos. And then from there, it's just case studies. So you look here, after that, it's just case studies. So, like, also number one, they should watch thank you page after booking. It's going to be important. Then, open rates actually increase the more emails you send. So I would send a lot of emails. And also, like, remind them with text once to check their email. Like, say, hey, I sent a few goodies to your email. With, like, send a lot of emails with, like, your... you know, case studies. I don't want you to just hear it from me, hear it from my clients. Like different like videos and send them a bunch of YouTube videos. Like obviously number one, confirmation email, we're gonna remind them of the thank you page again. But like really stress the importance. Like it's extremely important that the dialer makes sure they watch YouTube. Like and relevant YouTube videos as well. Like send some specific ones if you can. But that's the only thing I'd say is like, hey, let's get the thank you page and then get them in for as soon as possible. That's going to help with your show up rate. This is the biggest thing. Get them in for as soon as possible. That's really important with VSL. Like I don't do this for profile funnel. You don't need to because leads are so warm. We've had like 94% show up rate on profile funnel just because leads are so warm. But with VSL, like you're going to aggressively scale VSL, you need to be really, really tight with it, which is why you got to follow this process. Beautiful, yeah. I'd say that's like literally biggest things for you is like number one, like get the profile visit ads. I would kind of like make them the selfie, you know, reels following this format of like I probably get asked at least twice a day why I quit my dentistry job and started making this, and like why I quit my dentistry job to sell products, like, or why I quit my dentistry job and like what I do to make 50K a month, or like what I do to make 100K a month from my stores or whatever you make, right? I don't remember the exact number, but it's pretty high. Yeah. But like whatever it is, you do like a little. Everyone's been asking me, like I probably get asked at least twice a day why I quit my dentistry job and what I do now instead to make this much a month, and then you kind of just go deeper into the video. You present the opportunity and why it's so good, and you just kind of do it in like a subtle, chill way. Like that's what I do for profile visit ads, and then you know obviously it's like, you know, kind of follow me to learn how. You don't need to be a sales with them because you're just trying to push them to like fucking follow you, so they just need to be bought into the ID of like follow me to learn how. and scale that to 10k per month in spend, and then run retargeting towards VSL. Because both like run retargeting towards VSL, because it's going to give you a lot of output from both your organic and your ads, and then like scale the VSL as far as possible. And I think really if you can do all these and you can make a new good lander, I think you can go to like 300-400k a month quick, especially if you can add more social proof into this. You can get this offer to like $1 million a month.
Yeah, 100%. Social proof is going to take it to $1 million.
Yeah, you're not gonna get far without like social proof.
Yeah.
That's
what I'm working on now. A new student that started 2 weeks ago, he's already getting results because he's serious. Obviously, this depends on people putting in the work, right? If someone's lazy and not doing anything, they're not going to make results. But I've got an example of someone putting in work who's making great results. So soon I'll do a client interview with him as well. That's going to help.